Andrew Perloff here for SI.com. I'm with Aaron Nagler, and we're 3 weeks in. Do you have a best team in the NFL so far?
Wow, best team out of them all. That's a tough pick, but I'm going to go with the San Diego Chargers. I think people probably are surprised by that. I think Arizona's up there in the conversation. I think there are a few other teams that are up there, but for me, I think the Chargers, going across the country, beating Buffalo the way they did, never really in doubt. Obviously beat the champs last week. This is a well-rounded team. Maybe some injury issues starting to creep in, but overall, they got a great quarterback. They got a much improved defense. They're a legit contender in my eyes.
They beat Buffalo on the road. That's your evidence?
I'm telling you,
You're
man.
buying into Buffalo, obviously, and they beat Seattle, who was on the road at the time. That's not the same Seahawks team.
Yeah, perhaps not, but let me tell you, they're getting it done in a multitude of ways. That's why I like it.
Well, I have an advantage. I'm going to pick the 3-0 team.
Oh, well.
Cincinnati Bengals, my Super Bowl pick. It's the little things that I like. Andy Dalton threw his first pick of the season this year. I think interceptions were the big problem this year. Throwing it away like crazy, but they're just so efficient. He knows that defense can win for them, and he's relying on the defense and the run game. Guess what? They have a bye. They need to get a little healthier. Marvin Jones will probably be back. I think Vontaze Burfict will get his head straight after concussions.
Oh, man.
And A.J. Green will get better. But even an injured A.J. Green was unstoppable. He's got that toe injury.
Well, and I think the big thing there, I think Hugh Jackson has made a huge difference for Dalton. You talk about throwing it away, living to fight for another down. And how about Dalton catching a touchdown pass? I mean, how many throwback passes did we see this week? But Dalton leading the way on a touchdown.
Again, Hugh, though, because he keeps trying crazy things. Also, I think Hugh Jackson will get in the face of A.J. Green. I think one of the problems was that Dalton was forced to throw the ball to Green a lot last year, and Green would cut off routes and things. Green's playing much better under Hugh Jackson. I like everything about this team. Now, that being said, are we leaving out the Seahawks? Are we leaving out some Denver Broncos?
I don't think we're leaving them out. I think they've shown their warts. I mean, the Seahawks had a real scare there against Denver, a team they should have put away much earlier. Denver, we just mentioned, they had real trouble moving the ball again against Seattle until right at the end with Manning's heroics. To me, Arizona is probably the one team that kind of touches that as well. Obviously, they beat the Chargers. I think the Chargers are improving. Bruce Arians is a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
I think all those teams are kind of in the mix for the best team right now.
Okay, worst team?
Well, it's neck and neck, isn't it, between Tampa Bay and Jacksonville? I mean, I would throw in Oakland there, but at least they gave the Patriots a scare on the road. But it's got to be Tampa Bay. I mean, what a freaking monster of a mess after that Thursday night game.
How can you say any team is worse than Jacksonville, though? I think we had these expectations about Jacksonville, too. I was ready.
We
love Gus Bradley.
Everyone does, but what's interesting is Shad Khan, present at the post-game press conference today, doesn't normally do that. I think the pressure is going to start to mount there down in Jacksonville. With Tampa, there were people picking this team to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They look like the Rich McKay Bucks of old. I mean, they looked absolutely atrocious on Thursday night.
Well,
they could possibly be the worst team this league has seen in a while.
Yeah, well, at least people in Florida have their Gators.
Whoa.
For Aaron Nagler, I'm Andrew Perloff for SI.com.